Whew. All right. What's up? What's up? Yo, what's going on, man? Coming with it's actually Sunday though, so like I said, I love doing these videos. So coming with another motivational video, man, that ties into a little bit of my personal self, personal things myself. Like, just want to let you all know I'm human too. I may be a content creator, but I got things that go on too. So I'm using my experience to try to help the next person out there, or maybe the individual that knows the situation that we're going through within my family may watch this video and find some insight from this. Again, this is not a video. I'm not pointing out any names of personal things of my family or anything like that. I'm just merely using experiences and tying into the conversation, man, to give you all motivation, and like I said, to hopefully motivate my family members that may watch this also, because there's a limit to everything. That's where I'm gonna start off at, and that's a good point to start off at. There is a limit to everything. Even when it comes to mechanical things, computers, everything has its limit. Updates, upgrades, everything has its limit. Either has to be renewed or replaced at some time. So, with that being said, I just want to start off and just say that in life, yeah, it may hurt you to see another individual that you love or that you care about that goes through things, and yeah, it can be a real chip on the shoulder, man, and it really can make you feel down. So a normal person that cares about an individual, they will do most things in their power to try to get this person to change, or try to, just give some insightful or motivational words to try to get that individual to change. Now, you got some individuals that'll actually listen, that'll take that insight, that'll take that knowledge, and that'll grab it and just, I understand. I need to change my ways. And that's just the easy part of it. But let's be real. In the real world, a lot of times when somebody have a problem, it's not that easy to get someone to change. So a lot of times your conversation may go through one ear and out the other. So one thing I'm gonna start off with is you don't give up on that person. You don't give up, because of the fact is everybody does need help. Everybody needs help. I was at one point where I needed help. Like, yeah, I was there. Like, real stuff. I was being bad, then want to listen to my mama, man, and mama told me, hey, look, you got this amount of time, man, you got to change your life around. Stop hanging out in the street, stop, doing this and that, man. And I didn't listen. And I found myself by myself in the streets, man, because I didn't want to listen, man. I didn't want to take heed to the information that my mama was giving me. So it put me in a situation where I ended up homeless. I was homeless for 6 months because of the fact is I didn't want to learn my lesson. I had people that was talking to me, that was trying to tell me which route to take, and I didn't want to listen. I wanted to go my own way. I didn't want to listen. I wanted to do my own thing, and doing my own thing got me at the point of where it got me. Yeah, I made my own choice and I did what I wanted to do. But sometimes what you always want to do ain't always the best thing, man. It's a reason why humans are sociable beings. It's a reason why the next human needs the next human. There's a reason. No one can do it in this world alone. So I had that mentality at one point. Oh, I don't need anybody, man. I can do it all alone, man. And when I actually was put in that situation, I found out that, I'm human. I'm not a robot. I need other people. Even with robots. How would a robot get up? Well, I guess a robot could eventually learn to upgrade itself and do other thing. But bottom line, without someone building the robot in the first place, the robot wouldn't even exist in the world itself. So I had to get to a point to understand that, hey, everything that everybody is saying to me ain't just BS. It's some things that I really need to take in. So this will lead me to the next point. I was that same problem. So like I said again, I'm speaking from experience. This is not just me telling you, oh, do this and that, and I don't have no insight. No, I'm speaking from experience because I was that same child. My mama did everything. She did what she could to keep me out the streets, to keep me on the right path and everything like that, and I did not listen. So as I said before, everything has its limit. No matter who or what, once you start feeling as if your life is becoming on a decline because of another individual. Now I'm not this is not because of a child. If it's a child, you got to do your best to try to guide that child down the right path. I mean, they got little programs and little military boot camps. You may be able to send them off, but you don't know if that'll help or make things worse. So I'm speaking in reference to a grown individual. A grown individual, man. If that individual is not listening, you constantly nagging, you talking, and your words are not reaching them, your actions are not reaching them, at the end of the day, sometimes you got to worry about a little bit of self-care. Sometimes you got to make that hard decision and swallow that pill and make the best decision for you. It may hurt, but at the end, if it's the best decision for you, if it's helping you feel better, sometimes it's just what you got to do. You don't want to find yourself going downhill with the individual that you're trying to help. Like, that's backwards. Because one of the biggest things is, how can you help anybody else if you cannot help yourself? And that's the craziest thing that I see what's going on in today's world. I know I say that a lot, but it's a lot of individuals who are not even perfectly bound themselves, who are having multiple problems. Like I said, everybody has issues, but you got individuals, basically the old phrase, you got the blind leading the blind. And that's impossible. I tell my wife all the time, man, I listen to what a lot of people are saying, but when I really tune in is when somebody is actually talking from experience. If somebody's talking from experience, there is no point or no reason for me to just knock everything that this person is saying. Don't pay attention, because of the fact is, if you actually went through this, it may not be something that I necessarily will go through myself, but it's something there that I can listen to that may help me in the future. And I do that with everyone. Even homeless people on the street, man, you will be surprised of how many homeless people I probably sit and just listen to, even while I'm working. My wife tells me all the time I run my mouth a lot, because of the fact is, you don't realize the amount of knowledge that you can get from people just by talking to them. It could be the person that you think is the dumbest individual in the world, but it could be something that person say that will stick with you for the rest of your life. No matter who, anybody can be a learning lesson, man. So I go back to it. If you were trying to teach that learning lesson to a person, again, you don't give up. But if you get to a point where it feels like you giving up on yourself, you got to put yourself first. You got to. And at the end of the day, like I say, for me, for the individual that's watching this video, man, I know we all want the best for everyone that we love and that we care about. But sometimes you must allow the man above to take the wheel. You must allow him to do his part, man. Because sometimes you will find yourself trailing right behind that person, going down the decline, going down that downward slope, because you're trying to assist and help that person. I tell everybody all the time around in my circle, the body, the human brain, is like a rechargeable battery. When you sleep, that's you plugging in, you getting that recharge. But throughout the day, you interact with people, animals, rude people, nice people. You may be having a job where you got to run away from animals. It's so many things that happen through the 24 hours in a day that will cause that battery to drain. And again, one day is not going to fully drain your battery, because the body can't stay up 24 hours and keep going. So one day does not drain the battery. Even when you go to sleep at night, your battery is never fully drained. But eventually, when you keep going through the day, dealing with negativity or just dealing with daily things in life, sometimes you get just like when you get that phone. When you charge it too much, what happens? That battery, that battery begins to die a little faster, doesn't it? Same goes with the human brain and the body. When you recharge, you can keep recharging, but it gets to a point where you gotta really sit there and recharge. Sometimes you gotta just take that time, man, and just really just allow yourself to stay on that charger a little bit longer, man. Instead of just wanting to hurry up and just go into the next thing. And that's some real stuff. Learn to take a day to yourself, man. And you may think of a resolution to a problem that you may be having so much more clearly. Sometimes all you need is a little peace and a little time to yourself. So for everyone watching, man, I love you all. And I want everyone to be able to succeed, man. And like I said, I take this very serious, because of the fact is, like I tell you, this is something personal to me, man. Like I said, I tell the individuals in my family all the time, man, like, you can only do so much, man. Like, we're not superheroes. As much fun as much help that would be, we're not. We may have certain elements of superpowers or superhero stuff, but we're not superheroes. And that's it, man. That's all I can say, man. You can only do what you can do, man. But if you can find a way, you make a way. That's only if there is one. Never beat yourself up for somebody else's problems, man. Never do that. Ladies, gentlemen, both. Don't do that. And this is one big thing to the ladies, because it ties into it. When you're going into another relationship, again, I know it may be hard. You may be thinking about what the past person did to you. Oh, he did this, or he did, that, or made me feel like this. One big thing. You never let another person's wound become another person's scar. Lord, listen to me again. You never let another person's wound become another person's scar. It may be easier said than done, but sometimes people are put in front of your face and put into your life for a reason. They may be actually trying to help you, but if you constantly thinking about negative, sometimes you may actually block your own blessing. So again, it's easier said than done, but just something to think about, man. As I said, man, this is pretty much gonna wrap it up though, man. Like I said, don't beat yourself up, man, trying to be the bigger person or trying to help somebody. You can only do so much. Everything has its limit, no matter what it is. I hope everyone is having a good day, and if it's not, I hope it becomes better before the end. Remember, if you wake up, you got a reason to smile, then you got a reason to live and keep going. Stay blessed, never stressed, man, and we out. And Dang, but that sun is like really. I've been trying to like dodge the window the whole time. Man. But anyways, man, we out, man. Y'all have a good one.